Today, the 23rd of April 2026, Prince Louis of Wales celebrates his 8th birthday, a day that also coincides with St. George's Day, England's national day, which honours the country's patron saint and has been celebrated since the 14th century. The date is laden with historical significance, linking the modern monarchy to centuries of tradition, while simultaneously celebrating one of the youngest and most beloved members of the royal family. From the very first moment he was seen on the steps of St. Mary's Hospital in London on April 23, 2018, to his animated and memorable expressions on the Buckingham Palace balcony during Trooping the Colour events, Prince Louis has grown into a charismatic and confident young royal. Over the past 8 years, he has captured global attention not through formal duties, but through spontaneous displays of warmth, curiosity, and playful energy, providing moments that are widely shared and celebrated across social media, traditional media, and public memory alike. Born Louis Arthur Charles on April 23, 2018, Prince Louis is the third child of Prince William, the Prince of Wales, and Catherine, the Princess of Wales. He is the younger brother of Prince George, born July 22, 2013, and Princess Charlotte, born May 2, 2015, positioning him fourth in the line of succession to the British throne. His birth immediately attracted international attention, with royal commentators noting the significance of the expanding line of succession. As of 2018, the monarchy had welcomed 3 heirs in a 5-year span, marking one of the most dynamic periods for the royal family in decades. His arrival was commemorated with the customary pomp befitting a modern heir. Gun salutes were fired across London and Edinburgh, the historic bells of Westminster Abbey rang out in celebration, and thousands of well-wishers gathered outside royal residences, reflecting the nation's deep engagement with the monarchy. Before the public ever met Prince Louis, his older siblings, Prince George, then 4 years old, and Princess Charlotte, just under 3, experienced private moments of introduction to their baby brother. These intimate interactions were later described by palace sources as quietly magical, with George and Charlotte meeting Louis in the nursery at Kensington Palace, establishing early bonds that would form the foundation of sibling relationships in a royal household under constant public scrutiny. Just days later, Kensington Palace released a set of official photographs, capturing Prince Louis alongside Princess Charlotte for the first time. These images served multiple purposes. They offered the public a first glimpse of the new prince, showcased the affectionate interaction between the siblings, and coincided with Princess Charlotte's 3rd birthday celebrations in 2018. The portraits, which circulated widely in international media, highlighted early signs of Louis's engaging personality, curiosity, alertness, and a natural warmth that hinted at the public figure he would grow into. Historically, these early images were also significant. They represented a modern approach to royal family photography. Unlike the formal, static portraits of previous generations, these photos captured candid, playful moments, signaling a shift toward greater openness, relatability, and accessibility in the way the royal family presents itself to the public. According to palace insiders, this approach was designed to emphasize authenticity over tradition, showing children in natural, spontaneous moments, a decision that would influence all future releases of Prince Louis's photographs and set a precedent for portraying younger members of the monarchy as real children rather than ceremonial symbols. Prince Louis's christening took place on 9 July 2018 at the Chapel Royal of St. James's Palace, a location steeped in centuries of royal history and tradition. The private ceremony was officiated by the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, who, as the senior bishop of the Church of England, has traditionally played a central role in royal christenings. In keeping with royal custom, Prince Louis was dressed in a replica of the historic Honington lace christening gown, first created in 1841 for royal infants and worn by subsequent generations for over 175 years. The gown symbolizes continuity, heritage, and the enduring legacy of the monarchy, and its meticulous design, featuring delicate hand-sewn lace, intricate embroidery, and soft cotton lining, reflects centuries of royal craftsmanship. By choosing this garment, the royal family emphasized both the importance of tradition and the connection between the newest generation and the lineage of the House of Windsor. Among the earliest glimpses of Prince Louis shared publicly were the official birthday portraits released later in 2018 to mark King Charles III's 70th birthday. At just a few months old, Louis was photographed in the sunlit gardens of Clarence House, alongside his parents, Prince William and Catherine, and other members of the royal family. In these candid images, he displayed a magnetic presence, giggling in the arms of his grandfather, Prince Charles, and reaching playfully to touch his father's face, which elicited smiles and laughter from all around. These photographs were significant not only for their warmth and charm, but also because they represented a shift in how the royal family presented its youngest members to the public, favoring candid and natural moments over rigid formal portraits. Through these images, viewers could see the intergenerational bonds within the family, offering a rare glimpse into the personal, affectionate side of monarchy that is often hidden behind ceremonial duties. By December 2018, Prince Louis made his debut in the royal family's annual Christmas portrait, a cherished tradition that showcases the family during the festive season. Clutching his mother's arm, he beamed at the camera, capturing the essence of the family's joy and intimacy during the holidays. His first birthday, celebrated in April 2019, was accompanied by a series of official portraits that highlighted his playful curiosity and energetic personality. Photographed on the grounds of the family's Norfolk residence, Anmer Hall, he was seen exploring the outdoors in a cozy red jumper paired with navy trousers. In other images, he wore a whimsical blue jumper adorned with a dog motif, reflecting a childlike innocence and joy. These portraits marked a departure from traditional royal imagery, which historically relied on formal posed shots. Instead, they emphasized authenticity, movement, and spontaneity, capturing Louis mid-laughter and mid-play. By age 1, Louis had already become a public favorite, embodying a more modern approach to the monarchy, one that balances duty with the natural energy and curiosity of childhood. His appearances during this period set the tone for how the public would come to know him, an energetic, approachable, and joyful young prince, deeply connected to his family and surroundings. Additional context: Louis was born on 23 April 2018, making him 7 months old at the time of the Clarence House portraits, and the Norfolk birthday images were taken just as he was beginning to stand and take tentative steps, showing early signs of coordination and independence. These moments, captured by the palace photographers, highlighted the deliberate blending of tradition, public engagement, and the natural development of royal children, providing a blueprint for the family's future public communications. In 2019, Prince Louis, just over 1 year old, embarked on his first unofficial public engagement at the Chelsea Flower Show, held annually in the grounds of the Royal Hospital Chelsea in London. This event, which attracts thousands of visitors and hundreds of media outlets worldwide, was the perfect stage for the youngest royal to begin connecting with the public. Accompanied by his mother, the Princess of Wales, and his older siblings, Prince George age 5 and Princess Charlotte age 4, Louis explored the intricately designed garden created by his mother. The young prince took his tentative first steps along the flower-lined paths, delighting photographers and spectators alike with his natural curiosity. Observers noted his fascination with the vibrant flowers, playful interaction with his family, and emerging sense of independence, a glimpse into the personality that would later endear him to millions around the world. That June, Louis made his Trooping the Colour debut at Buckingham Palace, the annual military ceremony celebrating the official birthday of the monarch. The event, attended by over 5,000 troops, 1,000 horses, and an estimated crowd of 10,000 spectators, provided a highly public stage for the young prince. At just 1 year and 2 months old, he appeared on the palace balcony alongside his parents and siblings, charming the crowds with animated expressions, playful gestures, and confident waves. His candid reactions, covering his ears during the RAF flypast and occasionally turning to interact with his mother, were widely shared in news outlets and social media, quickly establishing him as a public favorite. In December 2019, Louis joined his family for the Queen's annual Christmas lunch, a long-standing tradition where senior royals gather to celebrate the holiday season. During this period, the palace released candid photographs capturing Louis and his siblings interacting naturally, Louis clutching his mother's arm, laughing, and observing the festive preparations. These images were part of a broader communication strategy by the palace to showcase the royal family's warmth and accessibility. Publications reported that these photos reached millions globally, appearing in over 150 international media outlets and generating extensive social media engagement. With the arrival of the coronavirus pandemic in early 2020, Louis, then 21 months old, participated in the national gesture of support for the NHS, joining his siblings in clapping from their Norfolk home. This symbolic act, broadcast by BBC and widely shared online, connected the royal family to citizens during unprecedented times of national crisis. In April 2020, Prince Louis celebrated his second birthday. The palace shared adorable photographs of him engaging with rainbow-colored paints, a creative homage to NHS workers and a symbol of hope during lockdowns. Taken at Anmer Hall in Norfolk by the Princess of Wales, these images captured Louis's energy, coordination, and burgeoning personality, illustrating his engagement with both play and meaningful symbolism at just 2 years old. Later that year, on Father's Day, another intimate photograph showed Louis seated on his father's lap, smiling broadly, a moment that conveyed familial affection and mirrored images of his older siblings from previous years. By October 2020, Louis displayed his curiosity and early intelligence when he joined his siblings in posing questions to Sir David Attenborough during a special virtual event. At 2.5 years old, his inquiry about Attenborough's favorite animal revealed his inquisitive nature and emerging interest in the natural world, a trait shared with his older siblings. In December 2020, Prince Louis and his siblings made their red carpet debut at a Christmas pantomime in London, marking one of the first public appearances for all three children together. Following the event, the palace released a candid family Christmas portrait, capturing Louis's infectious laughter and animated expressions. Media reports noted that this release generated over 250,000 online shares and widespread coverage in both print and digital platforms, highlighting his appeal as a young royal who balances charm, approachability, and emerging personality with the formality of royal tradition. April 2021 marked a milestone in Prince Louis's life, his third birthday and his first day at Wilcox's nursery school in Kensington, a key step in his formal education that had been delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Born on 23 April 2018, Louis entered nursery slightly later than his older siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, whose educational milestones had preceded his by several years. At 3 years old, Louis was beginning to develop social skills, coordination, and independence, stepping into structured learning for the first time under the guidance of trained educators in small, interactive classes designed for early childhood development. In the weeks following, the palace shared a wintertime video from Amner Hall, the family's Norfolk estate, capturing the young prince enjoying the outdoors alongside his siblings. At 3 years and 2 months old, Louis was seen roasting marshmallows over a fire, running through the snow-dusted grounds, and engaging in playful antics with Prince George, then 7, and Princess Charlotte, nearly 6. The palace's release emphasized natural family moments, aligning with a broader media strategy that presents the younger royals as relatable and authentic rather than overly ceremonial. According to palace reports, these images and videos reached an audience of over 2 million viewers worldwide within the first 24 hours, reflecting global interest in the youngest members of the monarchy. Later that year, the royal family experienced a period of mourning with the death of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, on 9 April 2021 at the age of 99. His passing marked the end of an era of steadfast service and highlighted the weight of royal legacy. Amidst these somber events, Christmas 2021 provided a moment of celebration and family unity. The palace released a candid Christmas portrait featuring Prince Louis, 3.5 years old, with his parents and siblings. Louis's bright-eyed expressions, unrestrained laughter, and natural interaction with his family were widely praised, showing his growing confidence and awareness of life in the public eye. Media reports indicated that the photograph was circulated in over 200 media outlets globally, with social media engagement surpassing 500,000 interactions in the first week. April 2022 celebrated Prince Louis's 4th birthday, with a series of photographs taken on a Norfolk beach that showcased the prince's energetic and carefree nature. Louis, now 4, was photographed running barefoot along the sand, laughing and clutching a bright red cricket ball, wearing a grey jumper adorned with colourful stars and teal shorts. The images reflected a modern royal childhood emphasizing freedom, playfulness, and connection to nature, in contrast to the more formal posed portraits of previous generations. Analysts noted that these images reinforced the palace's approach to early childhood imagery, focusing on authenticity, movement, and natural interaction rather than rigid formality. Later that year, Prince Louis gained international attention during Trooping the Colour 2022, part of Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee, marking her 70-year reign, the longest of any British monarch in history. At 4 years old, Louis was positioned on the Buckingham Palace balcony, alongside his family and the Queen herself. The event featured 5,500 troops, 1,000 horses, and a flypast by the Royal Air Force, attended by over 10,000 spectators in central London and millions more watching via broadcast. Louis's candid behavior, covering his ears during the RAF flypast, gesturing animatedly and chatting with his mother and the Queen, was captured by multiple media outlets and shared widely on social media, amassing over 3 million views globally within the first 48 hours. His spontaneous reactions, from excited fist pumps to playful facial expressions, endeared him to viewers and critics alike, highlighting both his individuality and his innate charm in a formal ceremonial setting. Royal commentators remarked that Louis had become one of the most relatable and engaging young figures in modern monarchy, combining the gravitas of his role with the unfiltered joy of childhood. In the months following 2022, Prince Louis began attending school in Windsor at the Lambert School, joining his siblings, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, as he stepped confidently into this new chapter of education. Enrolled at a carefully selected preparatory institution, Louis, then 4 years old, was introduced to a structured learning environment emphasizing early literacy, social interaction, and creative play. Palace sources noted that the school experience was designed to balance academic growth with the playful curiosity and family-centered upbringing that had characterized his early years. Alongside his educational milestones, Prince Louis continued to participate in traditional royal events, reinforcing both his public presence and familial bonds. These included Christmas walkouts at Sandringham, Easter services at St. George's Chapel in Windsor, and regular appearances in official family portraits. Each occasion showcased Louis's growing awareness of ceremonial life while retaining the playful charm that had endeared him to millions worldwide. Observers highlighted that even at this young age, Louis had begun to exhibit a remarkable ability to balance public duties with authentic childhood behavior, a trait that set him apart from previous generations of royal children. April 2023 marked Prince Louis's 5th birthday, celebrated with a series of candid photographs captured by Millie Pilkington, a noted photographer known for her naturalistic style. The images, released by the palace, showed Louis gleefully seated in a wheelbarrow full of autumn leaves, laughing exuberantly and radiating vitality. These photographs were widely circulated across international media, appearing in more than 180 publications, and were reported to have garnered over 1.5 million social media engagements within 48 hours, reflecting the continued fascination with the young prince. Later that year, Louis participated in his first Easter walkabout, a long-standing royal tradition where members of the family interact with the public outside St. George's Chapel. The event allowed Louis, now 5, to experience firsthand the ceremonial aspects of royal life while engaging directly with crowds, waving enthusiastically and displaying the natural curiosity and approachability that had become his hallmark. 2023 also marked a particularly historic occasion in Prince Louis's young life, his attendance at the coronation of King Charles III on 6 May 2023, where he became the youngest attendee. At the age of 5, Louis balanced moments of curiosity and observation with the formal demands of the ceremony. Palace sources reported that he required brief breaks, guided by his nanny and parents, during the nearly 2-hour service inside Westminster Abbey. Nevertheless, he later participated in the carriage procession and Buckingham Palace balcony appearance, waving to crowds of thousands gathered along the Mall and engaging viewers worldwide via live broadcasts watched by an estimated 18 million people globally. As Prince Louis turned 6 in April 2024, the palace released new portraits highlighting his joyful personality, captured in relaxed, naturalistic settings that emphasized authenticity over formal poses. The images, taken outdoors, reflected the family's continued preference for showing the children in unstructured, playful environments rather than traditional studio portraits. Throughout 2024, Prince Louis continued to charm the public with his energy and enthusiasm for planes, cricket, and outdoor adventures. During Trooping the Colour and other family events, his animated gestures, candid expressions, and curiosity-driven behavior were frequently noted by commentators and social media followers. Summer 2024 brought a series of family videos capturing the children enjoying chaos. Holidays at Norfolk and Windsor estates, climbing trees, playing on swings, and exploring gardens, underscoring the balance between public life and unstructured play. By December 2024, Louis had again captivated onlookers during festive walkabouts, delighting the public as he clutched sweets and toys, displaying the same warmth, charm, and vitality that had made him one of the most beloved young royals of his generation. April 2025 marked Prince Louis's 7th birthday, a milestone celebrated in a way never before done. The palace released the first official birthday video of the young prince. Captured at his Norfolk home, the footage provided viewers with an unprecedented behind-the-scenes look at daily family life, showing Louis interacting with his older siblings, Prince George age 11 and Princess Charlotte age 9, while engaged in playful games, sharing laughter, and exploring the gardens and grounds. Palace reports noted that the video emphasized authenticity and familial warmth, highlighting Louis's natural energy and joy while subtly reflecting the structured upbringing of a child in the royal household. Within the first 48 hours of release, the video was reported to have reached over 4.5 million viewers globally across official social media platforms, with hundreds of news outlets covering the milestone. Later in May 2025, Prince Louis participated in VE Day commemorations on 8 May, marking the 80th anniversary of victory in Europe, a historic moment honoring the Allied victory in World War II. At 7 years old, Louis attended solemn ceremonies alongside senior royals, including King Charles III, Prince William, and the Princess of Wales, standing respectfully during the 2-minute silence and observing wreath-laying events at cenotaph replicas across the Norfolk estate. Despite the formal nature of the occasion, Louis's natural warmth and curiosity shone through. He waved at attending veterans, followed proceedings attentively, and occasionally interacted with his siblings, reminding onlookers that even in formal ceremonies, childhood joy remains visible. Coverage of his participation appeared in over 250 international media outlets and on live broadcasts viewed by approximately 12 million people worldwide, cementing his status as a familiar face in royal commemorations. June 2025 saw Louis on the Buckingham Palace balcony for Trooping the Colour, the official celebration of the sovereign's birthday, an event featuring over 5,500 soldiers, 1,000 horses, and a full RAF flypast. Louis, then 7, joined his family in front of an estimated 12,000 spectators on the Mall, and millions more watching globally through live television broadcasts and digital streaming. His animated reactions, covering his ears during the RAF jets, waving energetically and exchanging smiles with his mother and the Queen, were widely reported, with social media engagement surpassing 3 million interactions within 2 days. Commentators noted Louis's ability to balance playful spontaneity with public composure, a rare skill in a royal child of his age and one that captured hearts worldwide. In December 2025, Louis continued to participate in traditional royal engagements, attending Christmas services at Westminster Abbey and festive walkabouts at Sandringham. Palace photographers captured candid moments of Louis holding small gifts and treats, waving to crowds, and interacting naturally with his siblings. By this point, the prince had mastered a balance between ceremonial expectations and childhood spontaneity, walking confidently alongside his family while still allowing his playful personality to shine through. Reports indicated that images of Louis during these events were published in over 180 global media outlets, reaching millions of social media followers, highlighting his continued prominence as a young royal icon. Early 2026 saw Prince Louis, now 8 years old, participating in Easter Sunday services at St. George's Chapel in Windsor, walking alongside his parents and siblings in a composed, poised manner. At this stage, Louis had firmly established himself as one of the most recognizable royal children worldwide, not for formal speeches or official duties, but for his authentic, relatable presence. Public and media attention focused on moments such as his laughter on the Buckingham Palace balcony, waving to cheering crowds, and enjoying casual family activities like roasting marshmallows and playing outdoors, making him a symbol of the monarchy's human and approachable side. As Prince Louis turns 8, his path within the monarchy continues to evolve. While his older brother, Prince George, is expected to inherit the throne, Louis is positioned to carve out a distinct and flexible role within the royal family. Observers note that this may allow him more freedom, individuality, and focus on personal interests, from outdoor exploration to ceremonial participation, without the direct pressures of succession. For now, Louis remains a joyful, endearing presence in the royal household, captivating audiences worldwide with his humor, charm, and energy. Happy 8th birthday, Prince Louis. May your day be filled with laughter, love, and the same sense of wonder and adventure that has defined your first 8 remarkable years.